Hi there everybody, Sanna here today. I've got some exciting news to share with you. I've been sitting on needles for a couple of months now because I've been working on my very first own set of stencils, and these are going to be available at the STAMPlorations store. They are going to be part of the Artplorations. Oh God, I cannot spell that. Artplorations stencil series, and they are going to be carrying my design logo, and it says Sanna Lippert Designs. I'm very, very proud of this. So I'm going to be going through the 8 stencil designs with you, just to give you an idea how they look like. They are in size, the same size like the regular Artploration stencils are, and they measure about 7 inches in height, and they are approximately 4.5 inches wide. So it's a perfect size for card designs, and for whatever, actually, for mixed media, tags, ATCs, journaling, art journaling, scrapbooking, whatever you like to do, home decor. So this is the first design. It's called Trees 1, and it's a very abstract one. So the trees are really, really abstract, but this is one of my faves from this set. I really gave all of these designs a lot of thought, because these are the designs that kind of I've been scribbling on my notebook and on pieces of paper when I'm called on the phone, or so these kind of doodling patterns often show up in my notes. So that's when I thought, well, maybe I should make something out of them. And that's the first one. That's the trees. So it's an abstract one, and if you turn them around, they look a little bit like fish. And if you turn them this way, that would be like, it looks almost like a Christmas tree when you look at it quickly. Or it can be a totally abstract random pattern, whatever you see in that. But I like this because it's so versatile. And the good part is that when you get the stencil, you also get the cutouts, and you can use these as masks. So this would be a really cool thing for jelly plating, for example. So if you're into that, then maybe you would like to use these for those things, or maybe for spraying, whatever. These are really cool because you get both the positive and negative pieces in this bag. So that's the first one. And the second one is actually a plant that gave me the idea, because I was scribbling and it looked like this. There's this plant with this hanging, it looks like little circles, bubbles, pearls hanging from a string. It's called, that's the Latin name. I'm not going to spell it because it's going to be dead wrong. That's how you call that plant in Latin, I think, if I remember right. And that's how I see the plant as a stencil. And this stencil, like the previous one, also comes with the masks. So when you get the stencil, you also get the cutouts. And you can use either this one or that one. So really, really versatile. And these are my favorite ones, these two. Well, probably going to say that about every single one, but yes, those I really, really like. And then I want to do something simple. So this is the leaves one, and that's just leaves, small, quite small actually, because I like to use stencils on background, so that's why I wanted to have small leaves, and I like using leaves, so that's why I chose this design. And you can use it either like this or turn it around that they go upwards, whatever you want. That's leaves 1. And then there's flowers 2, and that's the pattern. And can you see that there? That is the pattern I had in mind when I started designing these stencils. And if you flip it around, that actually is the flower I was thinking about. That's the snowbell. So this is a snowbell pattern, very abstract, but that's what I had in mind when I made this one. And then the next one is called Christmas Tree number 1, and that's the pattern. I really like this one because it's so plain and simple, and it's like a Christmas tree that's completely dried out and all the needles have fallen down on the floor. That's what's left. So it's a kind of fun one, and if you flip it around, that could be an arrow pattern even, and you could use it this way or this way, and so also quite a versatile one. That's the Christmas Tree 1. And then there's another leaves pattern. This is leaves 2, and that's basically the same idea, but I've just made the leaves bigger as on this one, and it has a stem in there. So you can use this also again, that leaves showing towards the bottom or upwards, whatever you prefer. And quite simple, easy designs, so you can use them on backgrounds. I really like to do backgrounds with stencils, so that's what I had in mind when designing these. And then there's, of course, there has to be some flowers, and this is the second flower design, more flower looking than the first one, but this is called Flowers 1. That's the stencil, so you have the stems with the petals, and then you have the flowers. So the upper part is only flowers and the lower part is only. So you could actually use only this pattern or combine them or whatever you like. And that could be a field of daisies maybe, or yeah, that's probably what I was thinking about when creating this stencil. So that's Flowers 1, and then there's one more, and that's called Evolution. And this is a really crazy abstract pattern, so there's nothing to do with the previous ones, and it's called, sorry, I told you, I think, Evolution. And I was scribbling on a paper, I just did some random patterns, and this is what I ended up with. So I figured it looks like plasma and all these ancient cells, and you know, whatever you can see in them there. It kind of reminds me of biology lessons at school somehow, I don't know. So that's this pattern. You can use it as, maybe you see something else in there, or you can just use parts of it. You can take this part, or just circles here, or whatever. So you can again use it like this, or like this, or like this. So you're free to choose. So that's it. I'm quite excited about this because these are my very first babies, my very first own stencil designs, and I'm really proud of them. So you will be seeing lots of projects showing up on my social media sites created with these stencils, and there is also going to be a blog hop at the STAMPlorations blog, and hope you join that one. And I'm really excited to see what everybody else is going to create with these stencils, because maybe they end up creating totally different things than I can see in my stencils. So that's a really exciting part. So I really cannot wait to see them being used. So that's it. That's Sanna Lippert Design stencils, 8 pieces, and I really hope you like them and have fun using them. Thanks for watching. Bye.